In this video tutorial, you can see how to set up timeline vertical right-only layout with Elementor plugin in WordPress page. First, we need to change the layout to vertical right-only layout. You can see all the content are aligned in one vertical position, all content on the right side of the web page, and only the date and label on the left side. In this video, we will select and use the Elegant Style under Style preset. Next, we can align the content in the timeline with Content Alignment option. In the second option, we can change the connector here. Here we can change the icons that's displayed on the timeline. We can either select the icon, dot shape, or we can leave the icon space blank. We can select and change the icon from the list of options available here. We can move the icon label position in the timeline by moving the slider left or right. Next, we can change the position of the media above the title, below the title, or below the description that's appropriate to the timeline content settings. Here we can choose to have a static content or a pop-up content in the timeline. Next, we can select an animation effect for the timeline content. The last option, under Layout Settings, is the navigation menu. We can select the navigation style from the list of style options. And here we can select the navigation position on the left side or right side of the page. Next, we can click the Style tab and edit style settings for vertical right-only layout. The first settings is line settings in the timeline. Here we can edit the line width by dragging this slider to increase or decrease line width. Next, we can change the color of the line here. And here, we can edit the line filling color that's visible on scrolling. Here we can add a border to the line color with each option. We can select the line border style from this list. Next, we can add the line border width here. And we can give a color to the border with this option. Here, we can add the icon dot background color. Next, we can add icon or text color with this option. And again, we can add a border to the icon here. We can select a border type from this list. Here, we can add the color to the icon border. And we can increase the width of the border with this slider option. The icon box size we can add here. We can increase or reduce the icon text with this slider. Next, we can add a radius to the icon box which will give a curvy corner. Under Label Settings, we can increase or reduce the gap between the label and the sublabel. Next, we can change the label color to suit the timeline. We can change the font family for the label. Here, we can add a weight to the font. We can increase or decrease the weight. We can capitalize or use the uppercase for the label font. Again, here we can use italic or normal style for the font. We can underline or use any other option here. We can increase the label size by using this slider right or left. Next, moving to sublabel, we can edit the color to the sublabel. With sublabel typography, you can edit font setting. We can change the sublabel font family. Here, we can add a weight to the font. We can increase or decrease the weight. We can capitalize or use the uppercase for the sublabel font. Again, here we can use italic or normal style for the font. Next, we can underline or use any other option here. And here, we can change the sublabel size. We will continue the remaining style settings, for the vertical right-only layout, in the next video.